Yo, what is popping off? It's your boy Max, aka Money Max, aka MMA Max, Mixed Martial Arts Max, back again this Saturday. There's a big one. The UFC, the Premier League of MMA, is back with the pay-per-view. Pay-per-views might be dead in 2026 as they do the Paramount deal where you're going to get everything for free, but you pay like $10 a month. But Dana White said there might still be some pay-per-views, but nonetheless, it's still 2025. So this Saturday, August 16th, the main event, Dricus du Plessis, the reigning, defending, undisputed middleweight champion, versus the boogeyman, Khamzat Chimaev. Who do I think is going to win? What's the official prediction? I think that Khamzat Chimaev is OP, overpowered wrestling. He's going to get the takedowns. He's going to get the ground and pound. And his striking might not be on the same level as Dricus's, DDP's unorthodox, awkward striking. But, Khamzat's not a slouch with the striking either. But he will show his technical prowess with the takedowns and have that advantage. So my official prediction, I'm going with Boris Khamzat Chimaev in the main event of UFC 319. The co-main event is Aaron Pico coming from Bellator. We've seen Patchy Mix come from Bellator, all the hype, saying he's the best 135er in the world. And, he didn't really show up. He kind of shit the bed. So I'm not really expecting, Aaron Pico, the wrestling prodigy and all that, to beat Lerone Murphy, a person who's been fighting in the UFC. I think he's like 7-0 in the UFC. But I'm actually rooting for Pico because I like the Bellator guys. I like the MMA organizations outside of the UFC. So I'm rooting for Pico. But if you're betting money, the Money Max pick, I would definitely pick Lerone Murphy. And further down the line, speaking of Bellator, MVP, he's fighting Jared Cannonier, and he's had a few fights in the UFC. He's one of the guys who has found a little bit of success. He lost Ian Machado Gary because Gary grappled him, but he's like one of the hardest puzzles to solve according to Joe Rogan in the UFC, and he's fighting at middleweight. Apparently there was some politics at welterweight, so I'm rooting for MVP Michael Venom Page, and his striking should prove difficult for Jerry Cannonier, but Cannonier, he's got heavy hands. He could land some good shots, maybe get a TKO, and there you have it. That's my official slight analysis and breakdown. Money Max out.